Be sure to send your music and beats over to
Narrow and go and seek the information. You'll see what it is from there. Enjoy.
The ghost of the machine. But he's become sentient.
Johnny, discarding witnesses, the private card and businesses. Open doors with the force to make hinges split. My pistol is target intricate, part is wicked shit. Rhyme is tight as a boa constrictor's grip. Cold bars lift your skin like Arctic whipping winds. Polar vortex, got more flex than gymnast chicks. Started listing shit like starving businesses. Crackers lied when they said no crimes victimless. Arson visionist, sharpen missile tips. Got a death wish like a suicide victim's Christmas list. You're harboring insignificance, barking gibberish. Pharmaceutical prescriptions mixed with arithmetic. I'm imparting wisdom in to start a business with a duffel for posted at the store like missing kids. Part of the mission is to never be a charted lyricist. Transfer acid from a cell like protein synthesis.
She ride a dick like Ducati. We a dichotomy, I got two sides of me. Evil and good, gentle and hood. I do psychology, I study bodies. What are you hiding? Please do not follow me. I got paranoia, nigga. I got anxiety, misunderstood. I wear a hood. I'm selling lima beans. I got collard greens and the stuff in the wood. Good fuel economy, lobotomy. I think that I got some hooves. They're like a horse. I'm on my high horse, bitch. I'm on my shug. Bitch, I'm the shit. I tell her, look at me. I tell her, bang guns in my cellar. I tell the teller 100's a better. I got the bass like I came with the cellar. Hang with the felons, I call them my fellas. Got a new stainless, you stained the Beretta. Bullets and nameless, we shoot at whoever. Rain in the weather, I bring an umbrella. I get the groove with toolies like Stella. I know I'm better than all the competitors. I know I'm better than all the competitors. I need a jet like I work for the senator. Nigga, we now, next, and forever.
You not worth the talk, stop talking shit. My dog's all equipped, broke off the hip with all the shit. Niggas not legitimate, get rid of them, pitiful. Finish giving you niggas all assists. Cold frosty bitch, soft frosted tips. Shouldn't call her bitch, could call her zip. Fuck shorty whip, be shorty dick, then call it quits. I'm what you call legit. So look, bro, I done went ghost on a bitch, it's crazy. Turn up by the minute, I get lit daily. Make a little nigga quit spitting shit basic. Quick shifts, make a nigga dip, rip pavement. This my guy's real shit, Rip Jacob. Zips get tasty, the cake, the flavors, the bacon, amazing. I crave it to maintain sameness and greatness. Raise the occasion, we came in wavy, I spit it, you feel it, this shit gravy. Can't shit leap to a leap for the lamest. G on 10, that's at least 3 8ers. Spaceship stations, any lessons danger, dangerous gangers. Ready to come hang, you ready, willing, and able. Niggas that ain't playing, them boys got nothing to lose, they not stable, they kick flip K's. Stab on them. Stab on them. Stab on them. Stab on them. Run it up fast, get the dash on them. Play this in the car, do the dash on them.
If you don't like me, you can get lost or hip toss. I give you sick thoughts like Rick Ross and lip gloss. If there's a dope song circulating, it's his fault. Saying that we in the same genre, that's an insult. For music's sake, they stay humble whenever they appear. Cause shit is hot, we blazing here. It feels like Satan's near. I'll take a dab to go to sleep, awake and make me clear. Face it, we're high enough to have a whole space career. Displaying fear is a weakness you never see in me. Deeper than the frequency, praying to rap's deities. Indeed, the speech, keep it real, he conceal. Keep the steel with me, wheel spinning like Ezekiel. Every feature killed, every beat that I produced is dope. Loser don't think you affected me, I'm in cruise control. Relax, I'll drive you crazy with the rhyming schemes. Some depictions, I paint the picture for your eyes to see. Fuck it up, that's what I do when I'm in the booth. Spitting like I got a tooth missing. Listen to the new shit and fuck it up. Give them a hell of a show, still developing flows. Nobody ever get close, I can't fuck it up. That's what I do when I'm in the booth. Spitting like I got a tooth missing. Listen to the new shit and fuck it up. Give them a hell of a show, still developing flows. Nobody ever get close.
Ain't no quitting when you know you a champion. I'll be right here when it's said and done. Lock and loaded all the time, I never run. You better aim high if you gonna come. They're gonna remember my name. You a champion. I'll be right here when it's said and done. Lock and loaded
Heroes come and go, legends live forever. Put me up against whoever, I'm walking out. One, I'm here for all the rounds. Hard knock alumni. Bring your crew, I'll bring my hawk. He trained at Cobra Kai. Bring a crowd, I bring thing too. Mr. Mercedes moving, better pray to who you believe in, cause I'm gon' send you to him. MDK with boys, this sounds like murder music. Add short fuse to the mix, that loud talk getting muted. I'm Nature Boy with both belts, you running shit, figure different. Before I put the phone in your chest like a kicker. Flows on go mode, I'm top of the totem. Top dog, can't course, so you can't fuck with me, Toto. Nah, this is Shaq the Frodo. I'm Ryan Newman on these tracks. Watch me come out that fire without a scratch. You gotta live for that rematch. You better aim high running that one, or else it's murder
Ain't
one.
no quitting when you know you a champion. I'll be right here when it's said and done. Lock and loaded all the time, I never run. You better aim high if you gonna come. They gon' remember my name. You a champion. I'll be right here when it's said and done. Lock and loaded all the time, I never run. You better aim high if you gonna come. They gon' remember my name. Ain't no quitting in my
We're almost started about 3 minutes or so till we officially start.
This is from the first Gears of War. There's a nurse inside of a hearse in the floor. There's a thirst whenever I curse at a dog. Go to work, play Rihanna's work, then move on. Okay. See, you can find me blasting bugs with the Delta Squad. I've never supported a movement unless I built the cause. I know your girl's a freaking beast, cause when we made love, she growled my freaking name 30 times before I felt her claws. No concentration from Chris, I need to focus more. Most of my team goes hocus pocus on locust hordes. The game's overflow with rappers, let me close the door so me and my bros can bust flows and smoke Dro some more. I wanna throw them back with Master Chief and Marcus Phoenix. Putting a chainsaw on a rifle was a spark of genius. I'm always meditating, sitting in the dark with Jesus. I used to ditch and try to roll out to the park at recess. Don't make me use my snub pistol on a locust. I love video games, but the rap game is bogus. The dudes on the top wanna act like they flow just amazing, but there's so many factors that I don't trust. Like, what the hell are you even making music for? What kind of target audience are you shooting for? And what you doing on the Loki? Are you scoring Thor? And did you actually get up and walk through a door? I had a dream I look like Don Santiago. My girl's mom took one look at me and said Diablo. When I grow up, I think I want to be an avocado. You got an album better than my new shit, homie, bravo. She thinks I'm cute, but I'm not hot enough to be a model. I'm stone listening to Kanye's The Life of Pablo. I'm finding that it's easier to not go get a job, yo, than to try to find a job like trying to find Waldo.
It's not really that hard.
Oh, never mind, it's kinda easy. Try to scoop hot chicks, but they be like, what kind of wee-wee? See, I'd be honored if Chef Ramsay would cook and eat me, but I'm too raw, so he would probably just yell and beat me. You can find me in Hell's Kitchen where the dwellers briefly become sellers seeking. Some young fellers creeping through life cheaply, but they could buy Wheezy, stick them in the box and only feed them peanuts bi-weekly.
That's right.
Don't make me use my snub pistol on a locust. I love video games, but the rap game is bogus. The dudes on the top wanna act like they blow just amazing, but there's so many factors that I don't trust. Like, what the hell are you even making music for? What kind of target audience are you shooting for? And what you doing on the Loki? Are you screwing Thor? And did you actually get up and walk through a door?
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Autobots, share the stream.
Dangerous like I'm a mad gorilla. I am sicker than a salmonella. Fierce sandwich dinner, homie. I will kill a beat a man. I'm iller than a caterpillar. Chillin', having cigarettes while I just in a wonder gorilla. Then a kid within a magic.
Alright, hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure that all my stupid stuff. I forgot all the prep work that I was supposed to do before starting, so I'm a little bit late with it. But if you haven't already, you can send to our Nero. The link should be. Did I pin it to the comments? Or did I just put it in the thing? I don't. Oh yeah. What? No. Wait. I don't know which one I've done. Maybe I did the poll. Did the poll thing there or whatnot. But hold on. Let me put this, and I'll just put the link that way. People will know what's up, and then I can throw it there. But pretty much we're a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe. So if you have music, yes, you can send it in to our email. No, stop. Send it into our freaking Nero. I should just say we should send it into our show. It's gonna take a lot for me to go back into the different mode or whatnot. Again, some days we'll do email and Nero, other days we'll just do email. I've been trying to see how things work if we just use the Nero, so that's why we've been doing it more frequently. You know, across the boards and stuff like that. But hold on. We live. Now send music to our Nero. But independent music only, please do not send us anything that does happen to be on the radio or Tidal or Apple Music. Those are the only things that we do not accept on the show, just because we don't want the stream to be affected by said records. Basically, if you've ever sent to an episode and then you tried to go back and find that episode, if you can't find it, it's usually because it's been blocked due to one, you know, artist song where they might have sent the wrong record. Sometimes you guys would like to make a record to a new Drake song or something like that, and it is a little bit of a risk for us to play it. So those kind of things we would prefer to do offline reactions for. I'll try to create another tier or something like that, maybe on the Nero, for those that might want that that offline view, and then I'll have the information there for what signifies as one of those. But we'll see what's up. Other than that, it's free to submit to our show now, and there is a way to skip the line if you don't want to wait, or if you want more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion. What the heck happened to my Nintendo Switch controller so I can get the TV back there? Y'all see? Oh, there we go. Y'all be seeing what happened. Like, as soon as it turns blue, all of a sudden the color changes over here. All right, let me get over here to this. And if you have any questions, feel free to sound off in the chat. We pretty much want you guys to give as much constructive criticism as possible. Think what you would want to know about your own songs. So if you like or dislike anything, literally give as many details as possible to what could possibly be better that would allow you to or kind of, you know, coax you to want to add it to your playlist and play again and share out. We don't just see stuff from anybody and then want to hit that share button. It really takes a certain type of record, a clean mix, a good performance, and when we really come across something that we feel like not only do we like, but others need to hear, that's when you get that share, that repost. There will be certain things that will entice people to want to leave their 2 cents on a record, and, you know, things like that. So we always appreciate it. And now I had sent you an email back saying to send to our Nero, so that way you can get in that line. So just pay attention to that. I'm gonna send another one out right now to everybody else. And I forgot to make a banner specifically for it with the thing, so I usually send out this standard one that doesn't have the email in it. Don't want people to get confused. Hey, yo, I don't want people to get confused. As a matter of fact, let me plop this one instead of that one, and then see what that do. All right, click in there. yo, I got a flick in it. There's a lot of times where like people freaking do some chicken thing, but then they chicken shit, then they all don't even know if they. What'd you say? You said it's an Eminem beat, or it's an Eminem beat or Eminem type beat or whatnot. Type beats are fine. The actual beat is not, right? So if it's a like legit, you know, trying to rap to, you know, freaking How My Name Is or something like that. Don't do that unless you chop it. You got to do something as a producer to make it different. You guys know how proper remixes are done. I'll come up with a playlist of records that, you know, potentially have come to the show, or even more, maybe I'll take records that you guys know and remix them the proper way, so that way you can see an example of what's probably a little bit you know, better and fine. Likewise, if you guys do have records to those kinds of instrumentals, if you guys need that proper remix, what is this freaking screen I'm on? If you guys need that proper remix fashion, you know, let me know, man. I'm a producer as well, so I like to add a little bit of extra flair to the things that we have heard and stuff. And what do you say? Eminem beat. Yes, and if you said I have "Looking at Me" song on an Eminem beat, can I send that in a future show? No. If it's on an Eminem beat, then the answer will always be no. If it's on, like, especially Eminem though, right? I've tried to put it like this. I've tried to remix just by like, let me make a beat on top of Eminem's vocals, right? And throw a verse and like try to do things like that, and then upload that to platforms like IG and so on, and they will block the entire post. So you got to be very careful with what you do. Like the labels kind of suck at supporting the content that, you know, essentially to them, they feel like we're somehow making money off of their artists, when it's not even the case, man. We love some of the things that we want to be a part of like that. You know, anyways, give me one more second. Hopefully this one was yeah, that one, yo. All right, we'll be sharing things out as we go, so I can get the second thing in. All right, where's my narrow at so I can get us started? WJ, you are up first with Fade with the Dog. Let's go ahead and play this. Fade with the Dog. Let's see, RX, Fade the Dog. We'll see what type of record it is. You know,
all three of my kids have autism.
Oh my God.
This is the story of.
There are times when he will rap, and then other times it will have a, you know, more rock-centric kind of track. My favorites are the rock ones. Still trying to find the right ones for the rock side. Sorry.
Yeah.
See what you got.
Go. Get you. RX, yeah. What you expect? Effects of marijuana got me feeling so, yeah. Crazy, lazy, got me feeling all alone. What the fuck am I doing? I'm fucking smoking ozones. Yeah, smoking high to the sky, rolling peace signs up. For no reason why, I'm in my own head, yeah. People think I'm fucking crazy. They ain't wrong. Shit, the things I've been doing lately. Manic, on the daily. Fucking with this shit, boy, yeah, it's got me feeling a little lazy. I'll be honest, I ain't even on my best 100. Show I put myself to the test. still putting it in. Tell me that I can't freestyle battle. I'ma fuck you up, boy, yeah, one day. And I promise, yeah, you battle rattle. You ain't seen the shit that I say. I ain't seen the shit that you say. I don't even care, cause I'm not trying to compare. I'm aware, yeah, we different. Who cares? It's music that bonds, the bond is in the music. Listen to it, fucking use it, don't abuse it. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is the problem with everybody? Everybody's gotta have a team, shit, sit down. If you ain't worried about it, yeah, your life will be a lot better. If you gon' worry about it, then you gon' be miserable.
I got an idea for you. Got an idea.
If you gon' worry about it, then you gon' be miserable.
If you ain't worried about it, yeah, your life will be a lot better. If you gon' worry about it,
add like a,
then you gon' be miserable. If you ain't worried about it, yeah, your life will be a lot better. If you gon' worry about it, then you gon' be miserable.
Okay, I did kind of want to hit the Dorky Don't Play That or whatnot, but I was letting that one, you know, slide in a little bit. I wanted to really, you know, see what the meat of it was and try to see like where the improvements can lie. Now, as I said, one of the things that I love often about some of the music that he sends to the show, it's really when he gets into more of an actual rock song, right? Because he has it, like, you never know until he sends one of those records. But he has a voice for like some real, you know, live shit, some acoustic stuff. I almost feel like you need to make everything you do acoustic. If it's to a rap beat, an instrumental that has like 808s and stuff like that, I don't feel like it does you justice at all. Like it's still an area and a realm where I do see a lot of work that does need to be done. Now I do see that you did do a little bit of a half and half on here, where you have a little bit of the raps and then some of the kind of singing. But like I said, when that type of beat is there, it doesn't really allow us to feel that same thing that we would with a record that we would expect you to do with a band or guitar and stuff like that. And then of course, when it comes to the rap still, I think trying to get out of the feeling of you freestyling is still a major goal that I feel like you need to work on. You know, but other than that, you know, like there's a little bit of potential here and there. Would I be excited to hear the album that this is a part of? Probably not. I want to be completely honest with you and let you know when the excitement comes. And just look at how people react to the different things you send. You've seen it yourself. You literally get the best comments when you have more of the rock records. Like it whether or not whether or not those records are the lane you like to be in, it's kind of one of those gift and a curse situations potentially, because you have a gift for that other lane and there's almost nothing that you can do wrong outside of adding auto-tune to the vocals and things that don't feel as natural within the records. There's still part of me that doesn't want you to give up when it does come to the rap stuff, because I do feel like when we set our minds to something with enough experience within it, we eventually start realizing what things we're doing wrong and kind of need to be better within there. So however you can basically figure that out, you know, you're gonna have to take that time. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I think I need to put this right here, but give y'all thoughts and whether or not you agree or this. Oh, I might have not put the thing. Are you serious, bro? Hold on. Okay, that's nope. Click the whole thing. I'm gonna read off what you guys were saying in just a minute. Okay. All right. And okay, that allows me to do that. So I'll be saving that. Let me go over to my mail game. What up? Hello, browser. And he said, what was your idea? My idea was for you to have a half and half properly. Like, if you're gonna add the singing to a record, I feel like at that point, right? Like, you have the rap beat and it makes more sense for what you're doing when it comes to the rapping, but that still needs to be better within itself. And then when you get to anything where you're trying to melodically sing on it, I feel like at that point you should pick up the guitar and then actually do that version acoustically of, you know, at that moment when you are singing or whatnot. So, you know, if you know how to get in there and play, you know, like if you can replicate but with a real acoustic guitar and then go in there and really sing, maybe there's something that will play. But even if you did that, I'd kind of want you to start off with some of those elements as well, and then go back and forth. Like, there's still that part of me that really just wants it to be an entirely acoustic record, even when you get in there and rap, because I feel like there could be something to that. But you still have to perfect those things. Rap wise, man, you gotta know, like, we are competing with every artist that is out independently as well as in the industry, and you're asking people to not listen to other artists for whatever moment and to focus on you. So when we have anyone's time, right? If it's 30 seconds, if it's a minute, if it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, if we have people's time, we have to make sure that what we're doing is worth that time. It's not good enough for it to just be our art, and if people like it, they like it. Like, no, there's a way to still make people respect it, to love aspects of what we do, even if it's not their type of song. And that goes for any artist. Some people kind of do the very minimal when it comes to the songs that they do, and you have to admit when you guys are doing a little bit of that and can be better. If you haven't garnered the ability and skill just yet to know when certain things aren't good enough, you know, just keep trying and really look at everything like a little bit of it. I mean, honestly, I kind of want to, you're making me want to make videos where where I kind of help you guys notice those things, because I know it's there, because I used to not be good at all, right? Like, literally the first thing that I wrote and handed to my cousin was like, how's this, man? You said no. He said nah. That basically he said what was the replication of that's not it. And I didn't feel any type of way towards it. I didn't go, oh, you hating and stuff. Like, I really didn't even rap it in front of him. Like, I didn't understand timing and and structure. And so what I did was practice, and I looked at other songs that I liked from artists and studied the structure of what they did and how many different ways you could come at a record, you know. And it, you know what really helped was it was in an era where you had to be original. There was no copying another artist and then trying to basically replace or be them, and then also coming out like you would have got ridiculed and laughed at pretty much. So we literally had to study everything that was out there and try to figure out what our style is going to be. For me, that took about a year, and figuring out if you want to be that person where people resonate with the content, like if you're something that's real, can make people feel emotional. If you're someone that wants to make people laugh, that's where I'm at. I love that, just like Awkward Eye kind of feel. Other artists, you know, within the lane, like a Redman, a Ludacris, a M, you know, I've always loved for that. So and Rob was like, bones, the bones. And then Rob said, I do it all. Let me see. Yeah. I figured out how to make beatbox beats. Let me see. You know, and then shit is fun to make it. Well, probably do a Fat Boys tribute to one of those. Let me see. The brother said, yeah. Like, I've been struggling with wanting to try that and then like not, because there's this part of me that feels like if I were to beatbox a beat right now, I know that I could literally, all right, let me take what I just did and now let me replace every element that I have with something else. Like, I can do that manually. So there would be this part of me that would still feel like it's not done because this other thing is basically taking care of that job or whatnot. I don't want something to take care of the job, because ultimately, if I have to admit that, you know, me personally, this is not anything, you know, towards you or whatnot. If I have to admit that Suno helped me with something, then it takes away from what people truly know I'm capable of. And, you know, I feel like it's the advice I'll give to you is still let people hear the beatboxing that you do. And like, again, before, after, like those are the almost rules that I wanted to implement when it comes to AI records into the show. Like, if you show us the before, after, we almost can axe out the entire conversations that we have, because we get to see what work you've done and what it was eventually changed to. And then we get to be impressed with that, right? Even if it's like, okay, this is what Suno did to what I did. There's still something there. We can be amazed at how dope Suno is for those elements, and to see where you started within the inspiration from it. So I still think that is important. And what you say? Fuck it, I'm gonna keep it guitar. WJ said. And you said make it into a Suno ad. I am Dolan was saying. He said put that shit in the trash. More like it, man. Damn, son. Bam, son. And then Rob said put those vocals into Suno, right? So there are times when we're just gonna have this last conversation, and then we'll move on. But hold on. All right. So there are a few times. So I think some might have been with WJ RX, and then there might have been I forgot the other producer's name, You guys know who I'm talking about though. Like he'll usually send records where he uses text to speech for the vocals mostly. And it'll be just a beat playing that he made, and then the words would just be saying stuff about whatever it is, and it's not really a song, right? And so I told him, like, you might be better off at least getting the right ideas of what to do with aspects of Suno, because at least like that's what it helps with. It helps with if you don't know sort of where to go with the structure, or really how to make something that you really want to say into a song. It can at least give you those thoughts. There's still always going to be that part of me that wants you to figure things out for yourself, because ultimately that's how you get the true experience, and you get to upgrade over time, just as you would in a video game, right? If you play, whether it is Call of Duty, if you play Fortnite, if you grind it up in a Grand Theft Auto and stuff, right? You get more items over time. You get more ability, especially in Grand Theft Auto. Like if y'all been playing it for the past, like 20 some years, you guys know, like in the game, the more that you either shoot or drive or use some of the abilities, eventually it starts racking up, and you're able to do it more often, faster, better things arise. I know, like in GTA Online, more outfits, more guns, more vehicles and stuff like that, and you of course gain money from the missions that you do, and you are able to grind as much as possible to eventually reach those levels, and have you know, anything that they would make you pay for, like you could literally still get it if you give yourself the experience. So I'm always trying to remind y'all about that. So experience is the best teacher in every situation. Let me see, we got Rob Murphy with Creep Song. Let us know about this record. Again, we don't have the before and after, so all we can really judge is, like, I guess the lyrics and what it put together, because you won't tell us nothing. So you can't get mad when we continue to have the type of conversations, right? Like, you got to let us know as much as possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True story.
Like, look, let's start from the jump, right? So, like that, it starts off with a beat. I feel like with that, did you prompt the type of beat that it came up with? Did you say, hey, let me get this type of thing in here, hard hitting, almost Dr. Dre-esque production with you know, violin, cello, you know, different things like that within it. It feels like you might have used your vocal for the introduction part, maybe. I have no idea, but we'll see.
Me and T,
like you might have did that with
Tennessee.
I don't know though.
Cage Cove. You couldn't make this up if you tried.
You should though.
Let's ride. Way out where the cell phones die. Way out where the mountains rise. The voice came drifting through the pines. Still gives us chills sometimes. Way out where the roads get thin. Something strange came rolling in. Now every time that song begins, we're right back there again. Year 2 of the marriage, me and T hit the road. Tennessee calling, so we packed up and rolled. Windows cracked open, mountain air in our lungs. Another trip to Cage Cove where the wild things run. If you've been there, then you know what I mean. No signal, no Wi-Fi.
just valleys and trees. Once you enter that park, all the bars disappear like the modern world vanished and the mountains took over. Here we pulled through the entrance ties, humming along, talking about nothing while the scenery rolled on. Radio was silent, neither one touched a thing. Then out of nowhere, the speaker started to sing. I looked over at T, she looked over at me. Got that, did you do that? Look. Immediately, neither one of us moved, neither one touched the button. Yeah, the voice filled the car and suddenly said something. Old style vocals, almost ghostly and deep. The kind of song that makes your skin crawl a little bit. Not because it was bad, it was actually great, but the timing and location made it feel strange. Trees on both sides, shadows crossing the road, mountains standing silent like they already know. When this mystery singer pouring his heart in the dark, while we're winding through the Smokies inside the park. The whole song played through from beginning to end. Neither one recognized it, never heard it then. No commercials, no station, no talking in between. Just this lonely old melody floating through Tennessee. When it finished, it stopped, dead silence, nothing. I tried turning up the volume, nothing.
Did that really happen?
Nothing. Tried everything I could think to make music appear, but the radio acted like it wasn't even there. Now I'm a music addict, everybody knows. If there's a soundtrack available, then that's where I go. So the fact it played one song and disappeared from sight made the whole thing feel stranger as we drove through the night. The rest of the trip, we kept bringing it up, trying to figure out exactly what had happened to us. Bluetooth wasn't connected, signal couldn't be found, yet somehow a full song had come through loud. Later that evening we started searching around, typing lyrics and descriptions, trying to track it down. Finally found the artist and we both froze a bit. Engelbert Humperdinck was the man that sang it. Song title, The Way It Used to Be. Still remember that moment vividly. Cause once we found the answer, you'd think that'd be the end. But that's where the story really started, my friend. Now every time that song starts playing somewhere near, every hair on the arm stands up from ear to ear. Not because we believe ghosts were riding in the car, but because of where we were when we first heard those bars. One little song became part of our lives, one weird mountain memory neither one can deny. Now me and T use it just to mess with each other, hit play and watch the other run for cover. Years keep passing, but the feeling remains. Every note pulls us back to those Tennessee lanes, back where the signal died in the mystery group, back where the Smoky Mountains sang something new. Maybe it was a glitch, maybe it was fake, maybe the mountains had a song they wanted us to take. I don't know, but I know one thing is true. Every time I hear it, I'm right back there with you. Way out where the cell phones die, way out where the mountains rise, a voice came drifting through the pines, still gives us chills sometimes. Way out where the roads get thin, something strange came rolling in. Now every time that song begins, we're right back there again.
There's a lot of shit, a lot of time freaking artists that pop up and it's out of quit. I don't even know what the heck I'm about to freaking do, but like I'm cool freaking. I know that you have made the freaking song and you have got it hitting. People don't even. Oh, come on, man. We was over here trying to whip it up and stuff. What do you guys think and feel about that? All right, so I like the story. I like the story, like when it comes to the songwriting aspects, right? I think you have, you know, a decent way of basically formulating many of the ideas that you have. Sometimes some are a little bit better than others, but you get a lot of good detail. Some of them will be personal, heartfelt, meaningful teaching lessons and stuff like that. You already know, like, we have the conversations about really wanting a real artist to be the performance, like the full performance, because going out and performing has always been a part of this music thing that we love. Maybe performances are not for everybody, and so I've started having this thought process of, is it us that needs to change the way we think or what we expect from all facets of music? You know, if we can isolate things to just, okay, this is an AI record, sometimes AI assisted, and trying to lock things down into what it is, really focusing on what the story is, and even to a certain extent, not faulting the person for maybe not having the skill to do everything at first, because we know Suno helps you with this, it helps you with that. That's why I did have to ask, okay, so when it comes to the melodies, when it comes to the beat, when it comes to this and that, what does Suno do that you did not think of or ask it to, versus what you actually do, right? And I thought of the melody aspect of how easy it would be for you to really memorize and perform your own thing. If it starts to think of, you know, melodies over here, again, you have to remember, you have to know where all those things come from. But it almost felt like certain things might have been a little bit random in certain places in terms of like where the melodies these go. I was looking for a certain just a very specific structure of some sort, and I felt like you know, if you would know how to get in there and, you know, still have a performance, if it's something that we would be able to get, that would be decent. I do also appreciate that you don't really make your records just super short. You know, getting the hell in and out of the song has never been fun for us when it comes to real artists or AI. We still want to test and challenge you guys to make full songs. And man, there's this other okay, the other options that you guys have as AI enthusiasts and creators. I said, if you make an AI record, then make sure you make a real video, right? So take some time to like try to recreate, if possible, a short film that basically is showing what we're hearing on the record. I don't like when everything is AI. So you have the AI record, you have the beat being you have in some cases, for some, you know, the lyrics will be AI too. But that, with the addition of an AI video, I feel like you gotta do some kind of work at some point. So there's that. There's also the before and after situation, like I said, showing us the start of you. Let's say whatever the next record you do, right? Please take this to heart. The next record that you do, the moment you open Suno and stuff like that, this is what I'm saying. Record yourself. Talk to the camera. Tell people what you are thinking. All right, this time I want to make a song that has to do with this, and really just go through and give. It's really a commentary on what you're doing, what you're thinking, and getting to see where the talent comes from. Now, the only way I can see people not wanting to do that is if they don't really do a lot. If what they do isn't good enough for you to basically record and talk about it, then what are we doing here, right? You have to be able to do that. You have to be able to do the videos where you kind of like, I would, even though the song basically tells us the story, I still want the video of you talking about it before we hear the song. Like, that would still be dope, because then we got everything in our head regarding you know, some of the information. Then as we're hearing the song, we get to see how well it was put together and how well the story was told. So there's an extra layer in there, and you know, that's how I really think that you would win in today's sort of like post AI kind of landscape or whatnot. If we don't have those things though, and then people are just hearing the AI records by themselves, it's always gonna come with that other flip side of people not feeling it. And then he said, long enough for me to get fuck that. And then let me see. And then what about Deshaun? The video took me days to do, and then like how many hours? You said I made one video, was okay. I need a video guy, lol, cause shit it's hard as fuck, right? It's really about whatever you're using to film it and the angles, right? So if you're using a camera, if you're using your phone, you know, have the devices where you can put it up on a car and different things like that. I have seen people figure out the simplest ways to be creative with everyday items, right? Literally the other day I saw someone who literally got a shoe and duct taped it to the front of their car and then attached the phone to the freaking shoe and then got a view from the front of the car inside the car. Then they did it to the window on the side. Then they got one, you know, from the back and vice versa. It's about keeping those who are watching, you know, not bored or whatnot, but while also trying to see if you can get those right shots. And then like you know, the creation process is always dope. And then you said, and then sincere question out, how long did that song take to be completed? And Nicole, I just haven't messed with Suno or any others. If you listen to my first song and then my new ones, I'm getting better every day. I mean, look, the last thing I'll say, he says skill takes practice. Yep, I agree 100%. What up, nephew? Shout out to Longhorn Slim. What up, dog? What was the last thing I was gonna say? You said something about something takes practice, right? You know, we do just need to see the growth and the work from an artist. There's a person out there who literally, they don't write the whole record. They don't go in and try to think of the melodies. They don't even have ideas, and so they go to ChatGPT. That person who only has the idea types in less than a sentence and then hits generate, and they do it for hours and then upload all of that to Spotify and YouTube and all these platforms. Like, that person is basically why certain people dislike AI, and everyone has that mindset of because they can't tell who's who, and a lot of them hide behind the AI artists. They don't have visuals that show who they are. They don't have any talking head videos and stuff. It creates this disconnect where we don't know who the record is for or from, if there's even a personal connection and stuff like that. So it does help. Let me see. Browser, you gotta make sure you send your record to the Narrow today. Make sure you do that. Let me go ahead and put the Narrow in the chat just in case. Why is it over here? We're gonna get back in the line right about now. Give us a second. All right, we're back in it. All right, we're back in it. Like, listen, y'all could go to a tone that I'm gonna go 1,000 Worlds with Spooky Little.
To be or not to be, keeping you
so this is
locked
also
in 1,000 Worlds Radio.
Also AI.
Oh, dirty Diana, not a ghost but a phantom. Me and you. I try to keep it a band, practicing drums, how I stick with you. Even picked up the bass, drumming and slapping and singing to you. This ain't a circus and this ain't a zoo. Gorilla flowing, I'm throwing you poo. Jokes on you, I'm juggling proof. Oh,
Shit gets spooky when it's me and you. They say love is blind, they probably right, cause I ain't seen you. I got too much pride, no way can I DM you. I'd rather stay inside, spooky when it's me and you. But I got too much pride. Girl, that love is scary, it gets spooky when it's me and you. I picked up the bed. When it's me and you, I wish that when you spoke you would tell the truth. Yeah, I've slain 1,000 dragons, but you never knew. I picked up the bass. Shit gets spooky when it's me and you.
When you go and get it, there's a lot of time, but I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But I'm that sounds like Drake. Yeah.
To be.
Yo.
To be or not to be.
To be or not to be. Like
to be or not to be.
All right. You know, I'm curious on Rob's assessment and review on that or whatnot, right? Because you are an avid user yourself, right? Does something like that impress you? Can you even tell when less is done from the person's influence versus you know, what's actually done and stuff? What do you guys think about that? I think there were a lot of elements in here. I'll tell you this. It felt like an experience to an extent, right? Because of all the different elements that it had. Elements of metal, elements of you know, male and female vocals within there. There were just moments where you would see like the scratching or stuttering, you know, kind of effects and things like that. Which, again, man, if you guys can figure out how to get some really good visuals on AI, right, and then actually get out there, do that work, do some cuttings. At the very least, even a lyric video would be fine to start off with. But there's I think a lot of flair in there. There's something interesting. And of course, we always are gonna hit those points every single time. We gotta have that conversation of when we hear these different voices. We kind of know they're not real, right? And so we don't really know what we want, right? We don't want what we want. We want it to be real, but we don't want someone to create a fake avatar of it either, right? To say like, oh well, then maybe it's missing, you know, that able-bodied thing. I wouldn't want that. I don't want to be tricked into something that doesn't exist. Now, that's only if you're trying to go live action, like photorealistic person kind of thing. If you do a cartoon, if you go with like a robotic kind of thing, if you figure out things in that way, people do not expect cartoon characters to be real. One of the differences, though, are, you know, we still have that history, even with animation, where most of the cartoons you see are still voiced by a real person. Every CGI movie, every, you know, like Toy Story, straight drawn animation, like there's always a human in the booth, like saying the words, bringing that person to life. So it's a little bit of a half and half. There's always going to be someone who will eventually have a problem with feeling like they could have been a part of the thing, but technically got replaced because a person didn't even think to ask in terms of that. Overall though, like I said, if we're changing the ways that we think about the creations and really get to isolate things into, okay, if AI was a genre, if there's an AI radio station and all it does is play fully AI made records, not like records made by AI, but where people are utilizing it entirely as full-on tool and bringing in, you know, the AI vocals or whatnot, still guiding the hand there. You know, like that's the other thing that I feel like you guys need or whatnot. Now, there's the other aspect where it's not a cover of Dirty Diana, right? Because not all the words are the same there, but it's a little bit of a callback to a certain extent. And I liked that aspect. I like that it wasn't just a straight up cover and you basically took the lyrics and you know, tried to make a standard cover that was pretty much mostly the same as the record that we know. This feels like it took it in a different direction. But like I said, and I always tell Rob, what we still need, and it may be different from just a listener than those of us who also make music. Right? When we make music and we're in it, we still, because we know how hard certain things are to do, we still appreciate the skill of whatever you do. So when it comes to any melodies on a record, when it comes to the production, certain parts where like multiple vocals come up and things like that, we need to know when you had a hand in those elements, or if that was Suno completely. Like if you basically came up with the idea of the song, few lyrics here and there, and then it basically did everything else, including like moments like that. We need to know, and we want to inspire you to be the full reason why some of those things do happen in the future, more or less, right? Because when we're having these conversations, that's what we usually ask, you know, like what did you have a hand in with? So we know, like if I literally wanted to bring y'all to the studio to try to work on something without AI, I need to know what your actual skills are. Otherwise, you know, you're just sitting there trying to figure out if you even have the brain to cultivate ideas past what you would normally do with AI, right? What you say the size, I said it is when I started experimenting with mixing structure, vocal harmonies or whatnot, the song. Totally. Let me see. The cover, you said it's the cover of my original track and stuff like that. You know, I sent it. You sent the other one before. Said if AI is a genre, I gotta be a top 20. You know, a lack of videos is why. If I get videos down, top 10 or whatnot, just try. Again, I don't want to be having this conversation in the future with you, and then again, the videos are AI too, man. You know, you want the conversations to be good. You want people to actually want to do the reactions to at least some aspect of what it is, like the songs that you put out, and 1,000 Worlds even. It's good. But just to remind you, like to put in an amount of work where they see you in some capacity, right? So filming something dope around the song would be like, you could literally have a dance team put together a routine kind of thing, throw some dope visuals, you know, on top and add some things like that. You can make a short film, put that, you know, as a part of the song. There's so many things there, and so on. What'd you say? And you said, I did sort of think it's cool to be heard and not seen, so I can still go in public without people on my nuts and stuff like that. And listen, man, it's a part of the thing. That's almost spitting in certain people's face, more or less, right? It's like you can't have, I mean, it feels like one of those, that phrase, you can't have your cake and eat it too, would apply, more or less, right? Like wanting to get the accolades but then not, it almost doesn't make sense. I get it, right? But I'll tell you what someone else has done, right? Think about MF Doom. Think about Marshmello, Deadmau5. They were people who notoriously would always have at least a mask on, and would still use that as the things that they would have when they went out into public or whatnot. And people would know that there was an aspect to them that was that, and then they were able to have half of that other freedom, where they're not necessarily as recognizable just as the person, but the hiding behind the AI is also a part of the problem, and another reason why certain people are like you don't know. We don't know if you are a 400-pound, you know what I'm saying, a dude, female, just randomly printing out songs, you know, every 5 minutes, in your boxers and underwear, so like that. We don't know if there's someone out there making records, capitalizing off of a race that they're not a part of, and you know, just again, just malicious use, but you won't know unless we get some of those elements. We're a little bit in a still trying to figure this out, but this is why we have those conversations, so you know the things to think about, and why it is important to get in front of these things. Don't try to hide behind it, and you could at least create a animated version of yourself. Like there's that, you know what I mean? Like that's a kind of middle ground. Essentially, there was a time where I basically was wearing, where my mask at? Before the pandemic was a thing, like I would always have the masks, you know, on my face, right? And so when I was doing the show, I did have that intention of like never taking off the mask. I was gonna be this, you know, pretty much every episode, everywhere I went, you would have always seen me in that mask. COVID eventually became a thing, you know, it would have even still made sense, but people started looking at masks a little bit differently. But when I was doing that, I still wanted people to know the brand more or less, which is why you see my face even in the intros.
I'm dangerous like I'm a mad gorilla. I am sicker than a salmonella filled sandwich dinner, homie. I will kill a beater, man. I'm iller than a caterpillar. Bro, it's 2 and I was 20 minutes sleep with the yawn, and we get up with the yawn. I'm seeing blue with the orange. People follow me, that's slowly copy me until I stop and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie dog, ring on the Nazi party in his uniform. Born identity, don't be reborn. My brain is so like a unicorn.
So again, even I realized that it's almost counter effective, or just a word I'm supposed to be using there, but it almost makes no sense to not want yourself to be the brand of whatever you have. You know, let me see. Hardest by Kanye was fire. How did we get into that conversation? Said 240 pounds, man. Let's see. That I'm not even human. I know quiet. He was completely AI the whole time. Let me see. And Anger first. You said I want to mess with shoot on one of the other AI stuff. It seems fun. Yes. And you know what I'm saying? Anger first. Hold on. Again, I don't want to keep having this conversation and spreading freaking stuff out. My recommendation to you is feel free, you know, mess around with it, but know these conversations that we have, it's always going to be the same. You, browser, are an actual artist, right? So you have the capability to be the voice that we hear in every instance, right? If you know that mostly with a lot of these situations, half of our complaint is feeling like we don't know who the voice is. Like they don't exist, and we can't hear that person perform live. And so I feel like there was this part of what we would feel that what Suno helps you come up with should always be the reference, and then there still should be a final record where everything that we hear is real. And look at it like this, right? Let's say the final record is whenever you do get to a point where you actually are able to get some kind of live performance out of it. So if it's another artist bringing the song to life with a choir and real instruments and stuff like that, that version is what should be the actual version of the song. Outside of AI having its own genre and us acknowledging that aspect of it, that version with real instruments that is gonna be the most liked. Whatever you would be able to do with a Tiny Desk version of it is pretty much what we want to be the main record that we hear. But we hear the ideas, we hear what you are capable of coming up with. However, there's that cheat code of AI helping, so we kind of don't know what you are fully capable of coming up with, because we can't see behind the curtain all the time. All right, let me go ahead and head back in the overall line up. Appreciate y'all. If y'all are sending a skip, always let me know so we can get y'all in. You can send either via Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, and or directly via the Narrow. You know, it's always up to y'all's. But we are getting in here. What was this? Let me see. Let me figure what poppin'. What the heck was this? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I gotta fix that. All right, let me go back in here. We do got a skip from Christopher Browser. Let's go ahead and plop that in. Gotcha. So like the Wizard of Oz. I like the Wizard of Oz. Never mind the man behind the curtain. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he was just an old regular dude and stuff, man. With a little machine that did the thing. How did you see how they felt? He had to still teach him something at the end or whatnot, but if he didn't have that knowledge.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, homie. I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs, you know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be just because.
All right, where is this so I can fix it? Forgot to reset it. Why do you always do that? Yeah, plop up all late. All right, this is called Locally Off.
Hey Meta, which one is the South Fork?
It's the one in the middle.
And this one?
This one is for oysters.
Oh man. Any day now. Any day now.
Tap whenever you're ready.
Oh my gosh, bro. We got the ads. I don't know if this is just a song. Okay, cool. I like the visual with this. The album cover. Is that moving too? Where'd you go?
When all is dark and starving, lay on and let the melody through. If this music be the food of love, lay on and keep the bellies young. When all is dark and starving, lay on. Let the melody through.
All the freaking whole thing, to the leather thing, that the can see you freaking doing, and you know that won't change. Freaking with it, that you can people who don't know that. I don't even know about that whole no limit thing, but I don't even know what the hell about it. Okay. Definitely need a little bit more artistry from you in here. I remember this one. I'm a member.
So now, will you listen closely? The silence can be heard. I understand that most things are loud and absurd. If you listen close enough, the silence can be heard. I understand that most are nuts, and there's a reason to be disturbed. If you listen closely, the silence can be heard. If you listen close enough, find a reason to be disturbed. If you listen closely, the silence can be heard. If you listen close enough, you find a reason to be disturbed.
Alright, what do you guys think about that? 1 to 10, any and
No, cold pizza. No.
All right, so I remember this being one of the first few records that you actually sent to the show, right? And what I remember saying to you was that I liked what you were doing when you were in there, right? When you were actually vocally in there as an artist. I think there are parts where you can maybe add certain effects and an echo with certain things at certain points, but then it'll feel very absent in between certain parts, which wouldn't be as bad if maybe we had certain extra things from like a musicianship kind of thing, right? When you have a guitar solo and he's really going in and going ham, like we expect certain things like that from certain songs, but I feel like it just needs more from you to truly bring it to life. But I like the vibe that you give off with this, right? If your intention is for it to be way more instrumental and you're basically just a part of that, right? You're part of the ambiance of what it is, there's nothing wrong with that. I was really trying to think of a scene in a show where maybe someone's in the desert and they're just like walking. Forget the desert. Let's think about the forest of From, right? If you guys have watched the show From, this song almost feels like it could have been a part of that a little bit, right? And it's very haunting. And if there was somebody basically trying to see, we need to see how far this actual forest goes, and then they're just like walking for hours and hours. If there needs to be a montage for that, I could kind of see that element happening, right? And as they're just traveling, you have the chorus part, or what you're doing. And then as they are talking, few dialogue here and there, still, traveling, you would actually have some of the other parts. So there's a place for it. But I'm thinking about even just what happens when you go on stage. Let's say you don't have a band and it's only an instrumental. Like, what do you do? What do you do while just that other element is that you just like sway back and forth as it, you know what I mean? Like, what do you always need to figure that out, right? So that would actually be a really cool video, man. Listen, make it. The funny thing is that you can make it happen, right? Like, if you watch the show, if you've seen any episodes where you see people kind of in that long walk, man, you can take some of those moments, and hopefully you have enough for the time of the song. Really just try to put it where you would if you were in charge with the music supervision and sync licensing in that area. And then so yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot for this song. Yeah, hopefully we get some in there. It's all done. I did. Let me see the shit. We got 7 Pink Floyd vibes, man. Yeah, I see that. He's like, bye, they come again later. But yeah. Let's see. And did you say you have no music over there on Rat Fame? Any reason for that? Didn't you have a time where you came in and you said that you were, I think there was a point where you almost said you were getting like most of your plays from that end. I'm not sure whether or not you had said that about that or YouTube, but we'll see. Let me see what we got. We're gonna get back in the line. Appreciate you for that. Spurtle with best friend. Let's go ahead and see what you got for us today. Spurtle. Like Squirtle, y'all. Squirtle. You gotta watch Pokemon, man. What do you guys think about that? 1 to 10, all feedback is welcome. I gotta turn this fan up. It is hot like a mofo. Y'all know that I thought yesterday was I don't know if it was I thought yesterday was Monday and today was Tuesday, man. I didn't know that like today was Sunday and all, you know what I'm saying? It's because my kids are out of school or whatnot, right? So it didn't necessarily feel like it was that sort of weekend, you know, feel and push. Makes more sense now, though. Spurt with best friend.
But you cannot mess with my bestie. And if you really want it, you can come and test me. Eat, bless her, make a recipe. Well, I ain't really need me anybody else. It's a lot that I gotta know. All the niggas who mess with the flow. You smart, I ain't copying the ball. Messing with us, then I'm taking out his soul. Yeah, best friend. I'ma be where you till the end. Yeah, best friend. Mess with us, it's your end. Mess around my bestie, you gon' see what's next. Keep up with that energy, you finna end up dead. Talking all that shit, then you be probably sniffing lead. I'ma go ahead, take this bullet, put it right up in your head. There's a lot that I gotta know. All the niggas who mess with the flow. You smart, I ain't copying the ball. Messing with us, then I'm taking out his soul. There's a lot that I gotta know. All the niggas who mess with the flow. You smart, I ain't copying the ball. Messing with us, then I'm taking out his soul.
Must not like me, must not like me. Ran up this shit, now he gon' make me his wifey. If it's not about the bread, then run up the money. Got 10 bands on me and these niggas act funny. I don't play with no man if he can't bring shit to the plate. Up and say he like how it tastes. I feel.
Come on, bro. Hold on, man. Accidentally opened up something on top of it. I'll go right back. Right, we're in. Go from right there. Sorry about that.
All the niggas who mess with the flow. You smart, I ain't copying the ball. Messing with us, then I'm taking out his soul.
Must not like me, must not like me. Ran up this shit, now he gon' make me his wifey. If it's not about the bread, then run up the money. Got 10 bands on me and these niggas act funny. I don't play with no man if he can't bring shit to the plate. Up and say he like how it tastes. I feel like a lucky charm cause it tastes great. And if the bitches wanna talk, we gonna pull up with the candy.
There's a lot that I gotta know. All the niggas who mess with the flow. You smart, I ain't copying the ball. Messing with us, then I'm taking out his soul. There's a lot that I gotta know. All the niggas who mess with the flow. You smart, I ain't copying the ball. Messing with us, then I'm taking out his soul.
Taking out his soul and shit. Like, listen, when it comes to your food, I ain't about to go and take it out your bowl and shit. Sometimes freaking people are saying the things that you freaking can't eat, but freaking I know it's like a. Okay, well, let's go over here and hit this and plop the in the corner over here. Alright. So what I like is the contrast between some of the elements on the record, right? I always say, like, it's good to come at something and not necessarily have just the same You know, in some cases it's a lower tone, it's monotone, it's not a full variation of elements, and people will get very bored of some of those elements and whatnot. With this having sort of that half and half, right? You get certain low ends, maybe a two-pronged melody, which will always still know that there is even more that you can do. I think that some records are not trying to be some of the same things that we hear you know, out there. They're not trying to be the best. They're not even trying to compete with other singers, more or less, right? We know that. My advice though is to still think about that more or less with anything that you're singing with melodically, because like no matter what it is, like I've seen it with my own eyes and heard it with my own ears, right? Like artists who can sing what they love doing, instead of just remixing a record, sometimes like they'll just do a cover of your song. Right now, for those who don't quite understand the aspect of a cover, it is pretty much when another artist takes a known song that is out there potentially, right, and they make a version of your song that slightly fits whatever their genre is and what they do, you know, just a little bit, right? They'll keep your words, they will keep your melodies, and we'll just add a little bit of their flavor to it. You know, mostly the production will be similar and stuff like that, but they'll call it the same name, and in parentheses you may see your cover right there. But the whole aspect of a cover at all for anybody is like basically you co-signing another song. You saying this song was dope, I wanted to try to do my own version of it to pay homage to its existence. And even more, if people are doing that from your song, it means that it's gotten out there enough to where it would get more traction because it's a cover of your record versus the opposite, right? If they were to just make their own song and title it something different, quite literally no one would even know it's attached to yours until the moment they kind of listen to it, and if they recognize elements of your record. But you want them to want to keep things that you do intact and not simply like the beat and to kind of make their own thing. It has to be something that's almost too hard to not immediately jump into aspects of the record itself. You know, so I always think about that. But like I said, I do like the variation between you two. Also, this might be the first feature that I've heard with you. Is that I didn't know if it was a female artist and stuff. Like, she has a style that is within you know, that is if it is her, but she has the style that fits, you know, what you have put out with certain records or whatnot. So it's interesting to see one within that. Could be wrong though, but let me see. So that one was not bad. Shout out to ACX. Spur was like, come in a bun, man. Listen, dog. Come in a bun. Also, it allowed you to extend that record a little bit more, man. You know, there's always gonna be more time that we can get in. You know, we're not 2 minutes and 27 though. And it didn't feel like it was just rushed out. So we'd like to see more stuff from you. Let's go ahead and continue on in the lineup. We got Longhorn Slim up right now.
Let's take them to church. At least 5 niggas try to talk to your bitch a day. That's 35 niggas a week. It's 140 niggas a month. 1,608 niggas a year. If you think your bitch turned down all them niggas, you one dumb motherfucker. Longhorn Pimp of the Year.
Is that just changing his
Where your hoe at? Where your hoe at? If she at the mall and she sucking dick, you know she a freak. Where your hoe at? Where your hoe at? If she with her friends, them hoes are freaks. Longhorn fuck her, make her pussy sneeze. Fuck her, make her pussy sneeze. Bless you. Longhorn, you don't even know where your bitch at. No cap, Cap City, don't fuck with no itty bitty titties. Like hoes with huge nipples. Ate a pussy, now my lip got pimples. Pippin' no Cadillac, I'm in the all black Maybach. Dick soft, if her ass flat. She gave my dick cold. 19. I put a bag over her face, but left her mouth open. I'm so dumb. We fuck ugly hoes, bust it wide open. Open wide. She swallow my piss and come at the same time. And if your man need gas money, bet your bitch gon' be giving up that ass to me. I like hoes who let me fill up every hole. No gag, reflex, flexible. Touch your toes.
It sounds like it's AI a little bit.
I ain't no simp.
You said no,
bitch really
but
thought I was him. Bitch, I'm a pimp. I'm a pimp. Where your hoe at? Where your hoe at? If she at the mall and she sucking dick, you know she a freak. Where your hoe at? Where your hoe at? If she with a friend, them hoes are freaks.
Hey.
Longhorn fuck her, make her pussy sneeze. Fuck her, make her pussy sneeze. Bless you. Longhorn. Real pimpin' on this side, church. Ain't never begged for attention. I invested in presents. Walked in the room and the energy paid me back with interest. The biggest church ain't about how many you got. It's about how many respect the way you move. Longhorn got the longhorn. Longhorn, slim pimpin' since pimpin' been pimpin'. The longest horn, pimp God the longest.
Who that? Who that? I just sound like an instrument and a vocal at the same time. Yep, harmonization. Yeah. Like, did you do did you do the thing where you slow the voice down a little bit? Or something? Changing the tempo a little bit in certain aspects, especially when it comes to like the vocals, it can sort of do that or whatnot, right? We'll still have the AI conversation at the same time overall, but let's start with the standard review, right? I like the overall energy, the voice that was there to command, a certain presence. There are, obviously, a little bit more explicit lyrics with this, but it feels like something that could be out there. You just got to make sure that you have a clean version as well, just so you don't get out of those, kind of situations and conversations. Just always remember that a clean version helps more than just with radio. Right? Radio is one thing. Obviously, if you even want to be considered for that, you need to be there. But there are public events. There are stores that play music or music videos that are out there. And you often won't hear the kind of explicit versions of those records. There are charges some people who don't want to, hear that in those instances. So, again, just make sure you have those available for all of the platforms that would want it. Now, in the aspect of, again, whatever manipulation was going on there, it did make it feel like the vocals potentially had, some aspect of AI or something like that on it. And mostly when we have the AI conversations, right, just to try to breeze through it really quick, it's really just a us trying to remind that we always want a real artist at the end of the day. We want someone who, when we hear the song, and we like it, right? That we're able to actually see that artist perform live, you know, and to go and see interviews and music videos and just, we're always still into that full artist experience. The tiny desk, right? When we think about all those things, it's been just a part of the music entertainment business for a long time, right? There's this new era now where, you know, AI is involved or whatnot. There are certain aspects to it where I'm like, if there is AI, it's always better to admit some of those things versus trying to hide the aspect or whatnot, because we still will always admit that we like the song, but we'll always encourage as much work as possible, right? You want to be the lyrics, the voice, hopefully the performance. We know that there are so many different things that you can do that it sort of muddies the waters a little bit, and really being able to tell when one of the many was used, because there's just the prompting only with the idea. You have no lyrics, you don't know how to produce, you haven't got in there and recorded anything. You just prompt the idea and then basically choose the genre. It'll often do the rest, right? Then there are those who can put in every word, right? So they have the words, but again, they don't produce, they don't have a structure for any melody. They don't put what should be the chorus specifically, maybe, or anything like that. And then again, there's that percentage of whatever Suno or some of those apps bring forward, that we want to be lessened, because you are hopefully something that is a part of it. But there's you being able to literally, like, you can rap a song, you can rap a song a cappella, or make an actual song with your true voice and stuff like that, put it through it and turn it into another genre, or basically have it polish the version of it, you know, like if you don't have enough confidence, it will kind of implement that confidence within, you know, some of their standard voices. I think the key is always to make sure that you're using your voice, so we truly do hear you. I mean, really, we've always just said, be willing to stand in front of your records, to be the face. There are creators that I have basically just told to make videos actually talking about the songs, you know, and what it means to them. Maybe even a behind the scenes video of the creation of whatever it is that they do, just to get into the mindset of how much creativity is really there. And I think that I want it to always inspire the creators to want to do more, right? Because literally, the more that you can say that you have done to any record, real or AI, it doesn't matter. The more that you can say that you did, the cooler you kind of freaking look, the more talent we look at you as being able to have. If you produced a record, if you fully write, if you perform, if you can do it as far as possible into the record without having to punch in, like, we hear all of those elements and moments, and, you know, wanna give respect where it's due within those cases or whatnot. So again, we had to have both sides of the conversation, and just in case there were any AI elements, I also know that literally you can try to help it continue within there. So have you like my song is named, you gotta send it to the link is pinned to the top. The link is pinned to the top. Go to the narrow and submit your record there. Get yourself in line. And he said, shout out to Prince Danny on the vocals. And then longest of all time pimp. So with that AI mix potentially somehow sounded authentic a little and stuff like that. Like it feels like there's something in there. But like I said, when you change the vocals, right? Because I can take some of y'all songs, right? And you can see how the quality changes when you do something to the song. So like Dirty B,
I give you sick thoughts like Rick Ross and lip gloss. If there's a dope song circulating, it's his fault.
Right. So that's the normal song. If I speed it up a little bit.
Saying that we in the same genre, that's an insult. For music's sake, they stay humble whenever they appear. Cause shit is how we.
You see, it almost adds like a slightly weird effect, and that's just doing, the slowing down.
Blazing here, feels like Satan's near. I'll take a dab and go to sleep, awake and make.
Almost feels like flanger, chorus effect or whatnot. We can speed it up.
A clear face and we're high enough to have a whole space career. Display your fear as a weakness you never see in me. Deep within the frequency, praying to rap's deities. Indeed, the speech keeper.
Like just doing that literally makes it sound like it's AI or whatnot, and you could just tell that there's something that's off within it. Obviously, the speed was manipulated in the wrong way or whatnot. If I pull the pitch, let me see, am I able to adjust this?
Real, he conceal, keep the steel with me, wheel spinning like Ezekiel. Every feature killed, every beat I produced is dope. Loser don't think you affected me, I'm in cruise control.
Oh, there we go.
I'll drive you crazy with the rhyming schemes.
The pictures, I paint the picture for your eyes to see. Fuck it up, that's what they do when I'm in the booth, spit you like I got the tooth.
Like obviously, you don't want to do everything and stuff like that, but you can see how we can add there. What did you say? Shout out to everybody if you can tap 10. What is up? If you are new to the show, man, I just got to make a cutaway with the narrow if we're gonna start using it more. So we will see what is up, man. HTX, let's get it. You are next. Let me see. This is Rags to Riches, and I believe it's a video.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me change the quality right quick. It's a little bit low for whatever reason. Why you go to 3? Seriously? No, let's go to 4K, man. Let's see the 4K right quick, man. Let's go over here.
Yo, check, non-change with the face palm. Vince Vaughn's been in space lost with his face gone. Still a race cause and a faint yawn. It's his Spaceballs. Stay chill or remain calm. Take pills every day. Nah, I don't take pills. I just smoke.
Hello? Hello? It's just like, no, go back.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Youngster. Dun, 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 dun. One for rags to riches.
See the cook, huh?
Bitch, I'm getting money, living life how it's supposed to be. Rich as hell, baby, all the IG models notice me. Shooters like they go to state, but baby, they ain't scoring threes. I'ma keep a G for all my dogs, cause ain't no hoe in me. I remember days when I had to grow. I remember days when my life was low. Bitch, I had to grind through the rain and snow. I'ma get it for my face, cause bitch, I ain't no hoe. I'ma get it when it comes to getting cheddar. I'ma get it any rain, sleet, snow, or stormy money really is the greatest pleasure. Mask around me, I'm the new Henny Lecter. Bitch, I want my money long, yeah, I did plenty wrong. Now I'm done with doing bad and going back to making songs. Won't go back to my old ways, go back to the old days when I had no money for the whole day. Somebody like this, the door come out. When diamonds on me, what the ice really froze. I make stations so shit, the city that's swinging on swingers, I'm sipping on foes. I'm swinging and sipping on syrup when I'm on the road. Yeah, mud like this, she kid her fake this, so let her unclone. Hey, bitch, I got my own wave. I was broke with no pay. I remember dark days, won't resort to dark ways. That shit had to part ways. Down bad with that heartbreak, really made my heart ache. Guess that's how stars made. Yeah, bitch, I went for rag to riches. Used to have no hope, now I roll up with the baddest bitches. Yeah, money bags and fast switches. I remember I was low, I'm cashing out dishes. Yeah, hey, bitch, I went from rag to riches. Bitch, I'm in this whip, but now he fuck the baddest bitches. Yeah,
I must wish you could skateboard, bro.
Damn, I had to get it.
That's all it's missing.
Damn, I'm glad I did it. Yeah, hey, shout out all my dogs, I gotta quit it. When it comes to money, know that I always am committed. Yeah. I refuse to be submitted. Youngest of my city that ever really did it, yeah.
I should do give me some business. Another chicken child check. I don't know what I'm a people do, but you can get shit. Like, you can be the people like you. All right, so a big salute to that one right there. Overall, I thought it was a banger. You got in there, you did your thing. You always have a certain level of confidence within there with what you did. Almost made me think that the other dude was gonna have a verse a little bit too, whatnot. But quality of the visuals were dope, like the cuts in between certain parts and aspects. And why are these hearts here? Let me freaking take this off. What else was I gonna say? Oh, the only thing really missing from the video, like you should have had and invited like some skaters to the skate park to just get in and take advantage of it while you were doing the music video, right? If it would have been something that you learned and could do, you get extra points for stuff like that. And even if not, just kind of seeing people around that surrounding, I think that would have been definitely dope for the video. Now I don't know, like you probably wouldn't want to go back and then redo it, right? We're just talking about after effects. There are probably still ways to well, no, like you can't, like, what did I say, bro? Every time we are releasing records, there are so many versions of our records that we can make and put out there. There are no rules to the point where you could do an extended version of any record and or a new version of a video, right? Because certain people will release a lyric video and then they'll do a real one as well, right? And I just expressed the other day the idea to start releasing them in black and white as well. Like there's something different within there, and it does add a different way to look at the record and video, essentially. So with this, it's going back in. Literally, it would be just adding scenes, right? So you'd go and if you still are able to have some of the same elements that were there when you're sitting down, and then as you're doing that, you have them skating around the park. I think just because there's this feeling of wanting to see some of them in the background doing what they do, and then seeing some in front of you, and then mixing that with shots of them, basically just straight up doing their thing, going back and forth between that and you rapping. It just needs to be edited in the proper way. But yeah, man, decent job overall. appreciate you doing more visuals and stuff like that. We should be going back in the villa now.
Dangerous like I'm a mad gorilla. I am sicker than a salmonella filled sandwich dinner, homie. I will kill a beat a man. I'm iller than a caterpillar, chilling, having cigarettes while I live in a wonderland umbrella. Then a kid within a magic.
There's a lot of times. Let me see. Fever dreams. Stop being nice. Listen, let's see what you got here. What we gon' get into?
I tried to fix it way too many times. You tried to break me, jaded too many lies. I never let you
No
get
doubt.
inside of my mind. Pretending I'm okay when I'm not fine. Pretending I'm okay when I'm really crying. I gave you all my love, but you didn't show me time. Is love really real? I'm looking for a sign. Too many people, they gotta stop being nice. Too many in their feelings while I'm on the grind. They mad at aggressive cause I'm about to shine. Too many obstacles that I
I'm torn because there's that repetition.
Too many songs that I done sit down had to write.
I don't know what to do, brother. There we go.
They don't understand the path I chose. No, too many people in my circle had to let them go. The last 5 words that I said was adios.
When you get to say goodbye, it's about that time when like you don't know what the hell you about to do, but you really want to take a flight. And sometimes thinking I don't know what the hell I'm about to do, but if it's mean I can make it nice, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm cool thinking you know what I make it ice and I
tried to fix it way too many times. You tried to break me, jaded too many lies. I'll never let you get inside of my mind. Pretending I'm okay when I'm not fine. Pretending I'm okay when I'm really crying. I gave you all my love and you didn't show me time. Is love really real? I'm looking for a sign. Too many people, they gotta stop being nice.
I don't know what to do. You don't know I can choose. On your own,
Too many people, they gotta stop being nice. Too many people, they gotta stop being nice. Too many people, they gotta stop being nice. Too many people, too many people, too many stop being
All right, so I'm a little bit half and half. I'm a little bit half and half because there's some slight repetition in there when it comes to the melodies, but I do like the melody. I like the vocals that we're hearing within there. I like the alternative kind of feel to it. I think the right effects and things like that were added. You know, these records are what you would be able to see this artist tour with, like a Snow Patrol, you know, certain others, you know, like that. All right.
Don't know that for the sleep when I'm yawning, waking up when the Lord, I'm seeing when orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stop to put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, no ring on the Nazi, probably in a uniform. Born at the only unicorn. My brain is
All right, let me see what we have next up. Look in the overall line. Yeah, I think I would expect to really be able to see that one, you know, live, real band, that kind of situation or whatnot. Anytime we have those, we're definitely gonna want to see that replicated live. I mean, really, for any song that we like, you know, it's a privilege if we are able to get those situations, and it's always a good look. You can feel music better when it is done in the most livest fashion. Let's go. Feels like it's from a video game. Get him. Oh, this is a video game track for sure. It's like a boss fight where you gotta dodge a bunch of elements. Yo, 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 yo. Everyone don't know that you're relevant. I know it's relevant. It feels like it's in that like Ninja Turtles realm. Get him! Yeah! Cowabunga! Hey, yo, man, cowabunga. Sometimes I don't even really know how to sound the sun, the sound, the sound of London. I want you to tell me about the record, a lot of topic, and I'll tell you about the sound, but I can't never tell them about this. So, I definitely think this could be on a Nintendo game, potentially. Eight-bit though, right? One of the 8-bit kind of games. One of the 8-bit though, there's a lot of times, you know what, man, I'm a spit flows, it flows, and look at this flows, and it flows. There's a lot of freaking people who eat pizza, pasta, he's a monster when it comes to the thing. What up, what up? Let me share to my story. What did you guys think about that right there? I think that one was interesting. You didn't necessarily say or give any kind of details, more or less, to whether or not that was something for a video game. But like, I think it's right up that alley. I don't look at something specifically from a cartoon. I specifically see that for like a potential boss level, mini boss or main boss kind of situation, right? Where you're definitely dodging a lot of elements, you know, having to jump on their head, and you know what I mean, just the typical sort of thing. But it definitely feels like something that you potentially intended for that. There were elements within the production that reminded me of the Ninja Turtles game that they had back in the day, like Turtles in Time, and some of the other early Ninja Turtles games that they had for NES and stuff like that. So but then there were other elements that then reminded me of like Kirby or something like that, right? you know, the nostalgic era of 8-bit video games and just everything that they did back then that we loved, right? And then when they finally decided to upgrade a little bit more, when again from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, no, it's not the first two, but Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, and then from that to like a Nintendo 64, you know, era, and getting into the 3D games. I remember just again how much our imagination just continued to grow, and as years went by, man, watching games get better and better and look more realistic. You know what I mean? It took how many Mario games before you finally got to one where they almost kind of brought them to the real world with like other you know, lifelike characters, you know, within it, right? That what was the last one that came out? I forgot what I did with the game. Super Mario Odyssey was where they sort of did that and finally brought like it to HD graphic kind of era. Donkey Kong got that treatment with his Nintendo Switch 2 game. You know, y'all already know what it is. Point is, you know, we now have a lot of things that we didn't, watching things upgrade and just you know, really change is almost an honor. Not everything got that treatment though, right? You know, so hopefully you get it on the game, and then we can play that game on the show, right? Hopefully there's something. Right. Deluxe.
Le metimos Le metimos 100 aunque todos están dudando. Me estoy orando, sudando y ustedes están criticando. No pensaron que esto iba a pasar y miren, estoy volando en la nube. Estoy muy alto, ando subiendo de rango y nadie me va a bajar. Cortas encima y si quiero las voy a sacar. Con un roller baby a tu gata voy a mojar. Estaba goteando tanto que se formó un mar. Vamos a nadar con los fishes on the water. Cuidado, no te va a ahogar. Cazuleando en el Tarus, 8 gramos y los packs. 4K, me encontré a tu doña y le voy a dar detrás. Esto es fax, si no es de dinero no me venga a hablar. Tengo mucho en mi bicho, cabrón, yo te lo he dicho. Te quieren bajarme, pero yo sigo en TikTok. Cadenas pesan kilos y no son de fentanilo. Tengo las cortas encima para el que se meta conmigo. Suena AK-47, si te metes te sometes. Puse a todos mis ops en un blond, duró 4 meses. Saben quién yo soy, yo no sé porque ellos se meten. Fui para el botón y gasté como 4M. Ey, visto deluxe, Louis shoes on my fucking feet. This shit brand new. Who is you talking all that shit, but you ran through. Then down, it's about you. Ey, es una puta and there's no doubt about it. Tú sabes que soy so bitch, why you be asking about me? Si me tengo que bajar, me bajo con la Mac about me. Se la exploto en la cara, ya no hay quien lo ame. Visto deluxe, Louis shoes on my fucking feet. Brand new. Me hizo un par de millones, brand new. Dices que no me conoces, bitch, you been new. Quieres joder conmigo, a ver cómo te sale. Te roté la cara y lo último que viste fue las tenas más que le ven. Tú sabes que se muere, dices que a mí me quieren, pero saben que no pueden. Por eso es que a mí me quieren matar y no pueden. Deja que corran porque les tienen miedo. El nene, esta corta no se detiene. Tengo sushi y no es de Luma, pero con ese te apagamos la luz. Chevy Cruise, 5% you seeing who? Crack the window, then I get to blowing this 762 like who is you? I got you locking up and saying you gon' shoot like Wooty Woo. He got the hollows que mandé desde el deluxe. Yeah.
That was
La Z.
That was All right. I like to have these conversations, man. So, when it comes to what I usually call like the more international records, right? Because we get things in different languages, right? And there's sometimes that language barrier. We will get things, you know, in Spanish. We've had artists from Brazil or Germany. Japan, and just to really get that different dialect. One thing that is consistent is like, even if you cannot understand everything that the artist is saying, music is universal, so you can still hear cadence, you can hear flow, you can hear how an artist might be killing it. Right now, you get an extra layer if you then learn the language and know every bar that the artist might be saying, right? And then it adds a little bit more or flow, you know. So those that literally could understand it, they literally get the full extent of the record, right? And I think that is, you know, will be for some, you know, a missing layer, but is always dope to just see what everyone does, man. I thought he killed that, and it felt like something that would be out there or whatnot. Definitely would make a video to that if you're hell in. If you like me. Fire emoji from Crazy Cali as well. He said, reminds me of a West Coast rap from 1650, dope as fuck. And the other thing is, it was a little bilingual in certain places, because there were some English elements or whatnot, right? And I feel like when one can go in and out like that, there is a little bit of an appreciation, and it shows, you know, it's a skill, man. Like, there's no other way around it. It's a skill to know more than one language. It is a skill to actually be able to rap and keep a consistent flow, know what to rhyme with, know what things are going to sound corny versus just like some that you have. Like, there's a confidence that one needs to have with the records that they get on, you know. But big salute. And what were you saying? Say you right. Legacy legend. 100 on true energy like that, right? And so what were you saying? You said he's talking about how they trying to fuck with him, but you can't compare to him, man. See, and it helps in that. It literally does help to have that extra layer of translation. He said, "Hi, I'm." Well, you didn't say hi, but you said you're fully bilingual and whatnot, so that's dope. Adding those elements to the record, I think. I mean, look, it gives you now that we've still had fans of records where maybe the artist doesn't think about doing that other version for whatever country they might be visiting. Some people do, right? Like, I know Shakira and certain artists would make sure to, you know what, I'm in Japan, let me do a Japan, you know, a Japanese version of the record, or you know, go to France and then I'll do the France version, you know, and vice versa, right? There are still those that will still be a fan of you and what you do within the standard of what it is, right? Like, and you don't have to change that dialect. The people will just make sure that they learn it because they love you that much. And so you can go sometimes outside the country and find people who, again, they're a fan of you out here as you are. But I do also know that there's always going to be that appreciation as well. Nobody expects you to try to do those different versions of your record and take that time to kind of show the respect to, you know, those situations. Anyway, let's go back into the thing. Legacy Legend, we got Just Drew It. Let's go ahead and drop you on in. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Legacy Legend with Just Do It.
Say I want to see.
Did I say Drew It?
Y'all niggas even thought y'all could beat me. But this is the journey of a legend. Legacy Legend. My time has arrived, showing all of you. I wasn't playing games with none of you. I told them once, I'ma tell you too. I don't give a fuck about none of you. If you were gonna do something for me, then come do it. If you were to care for me, then come and truly prove it. If you truly trying to cherish me, then come and show it. If you really want to change, then you would just do it. Just do it for me, even if you don't care for me. Now I know you don't care for me. It's time to go and just let you be. Look at you, look at me, look at them. Can you compete?
Like these
they
vocals.
don't understand how it is to just be me. They don't understand how it is to not be free. They don't understand how I'm living in this agony. They can't understand the price I paid to be free. They can't understand the reasons why they envy me. They can't understand the shit they do just won't stop me. They can't understand the shit I did to get here. It's killing me, no, killing me though. Killing to know that they're fake. Killing me, no, killing me though. Killing to know that they're lame. Hypocritical. Why they gotta be the news? No. It's killing me, no, killing me though. Killing to know that they're fake. Killing me, no, killing me though. Killing to know that they're lame, hypocritical. Why they gotta be the news? No. If you were gonna do something for me, then come do it. If you were to care for me, then come and truly prove it. If you truly trying to cherish me, then come and show it. If you really wanted to change, then you would just do it. But you ain't do shit for me. And all these years I've learned to do this shit myself. You can remember my name, Legacy Legend.
Good job. All right, so like there are a lot of different elements with this record, right? You know, and I forget to congratulate, you know, any of you guys who decide to have choruses for your records and stuff, because there are a lot of artists who won't. Sometimes they won't think about the stay power of having something on a record that can repeat and give people a little bit of a break between verses and things like that or whatnot. But you have a structure to the song. I like the quality of the vocals within there. It had a crispness and a clarity to it that I've always said, like, when you have your stuff mixed right, it'll feel like a pleasure to listen to the song, right? Because again, it kind of pulls you in a little bit more. There are aspects to the production, and I always want to remind you guys that doing any different version of your song is another version that can be sold, right? So if you do a live performance with a like a band, Tiny Desk style, literally record the audio and then put that out as an album. Like y'all can do stuff like that. Y'all can also do just an acoustic version, or somebody just getting on the piano and then doing that, and then you still doing what you did on the record, more or less. You could do a rock version of your song, right? All of those different things or a version that you can either perform or have as a record to push out there and breathe more life into the song. I think for a little bit, especially when it would come to rap, they would really, it's just one version of the song, you put that out and then you move on to the next, and there's so much levity that you could get out of your records, and so much respect that it will get from people as you go on, and as we get to hear just more of the aspect of the song. What do you guys think about that right there on the dinner ball? Be back in Will. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say you did the ad libs and ins and outs perfectly, right? There was a few layers within there, and the way they were like panned, and it just had a almost surround sound kind of feel, and we see the performance of the record or whatnot. So I definitely can see visuals to that, as well as potentially something in a movie show, finding those moments where somebody could just like hop out of a car in slow motion and you have that an element of the song playing or something like that. I'm curious, man. I should ask you guys more if you have, because I don't know if it really works in that way, but if you had a choice of exactly where your record would be used in a movie, TV show, video game, like what are like 5 things that you would be, head over heels for it being a part of that? Would it be something simple as, a GTA video game? Would it be an NBA 2K? Would it be a certain movie from like Tyler Perry? Something of like there's another Friday coming up and things like that. Like, what would be the thing that you'd be like, oh hell yeah, and not just cause of the money, right? So you would be like a Marvel movie, you know what I'm saying, that everyone's gonna see it, Doomsday, let me be that thing that someone pulls up in the car playing that, what is your thought process, right? If you guys make music as well, you can answer the question just as much. What do you say? And Newman Mike, Grateful Man, Newman Mike. I used Rihanna and J. Cole chain. That's what's up. Work with Just Juice. These work with 24 Golden, Logic. That's what's up. That's what's up. I think we had somebody else who had come to the show before who said they had went to Logic's studio, which was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That was maybe about a year ago or so. But that's dope. Let me see. What do you say? I would listen to a lot of music from locals in RWC, a lot of banger music, even if I didn't understand it. Oh, you were talking about the other thing. And then the beats was dope. Oh yeah, I mean, like, so that's a thing now, figuring as well, whatnot, right? I'm in Cali, right? And there's still a lot of love for, despite what you see happening with ICE, there's a love for the Hispanic community or whatnot, and that kind of Spanish music, the reggaeton, and Bad Bunny, definitely gets that play out here or whatnot. So I've always been used to the knowing what a good record was, even if I couldn't understand it. And then of course via this show, we have the freedom for all of you guys, you know, all over the world to come through and send something. So we'll always get new people from new places, and just to see what kind of music that they may be inspired by, right? Because sometimes you'll hear drill records, sometimes you hear 90s, you know, boom bap hip hop style records, or trap centric ones, just things where there's an influence from another style, but it'll sound like they still got it on lock, and it just is with a different language. You know, a little bit crazy. Let me see what's up. What up, Corey? So send the mastered version now. Did you send it to our now? No, you sent a skip. Okay. 2 song back to back. This is a little darling.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all need pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need a PayPal.
You say I love when people talk at the beginning and ending of their songs.
Yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowning.
What's crazy is, man, I've been doing this show for about like 16 years, right? And there were a lot of artists who I honestly started feeling like they forgot about that aspect of records. We stopped getting skits. We stopped getting just the normal aspect of like them actually talking before the record starts, and then maybe during certain parts or whatnot. Like you do need to remember that like it allows us to see more your personality, and a lot of times you know, maybe it's some people don't know what to say, but there are times where literally you won't start until it'll literally be an intro leading into the beats really starting, but at what would potentially be the chorus part, and you still don't say nothing, right? And then after that 8 bars of you know, well actually 16 bars of intro into, you know, chorus part that you don't plop anything to, you come in suddenly with a verse. People don't even know you're on the record until that, right? So they'll feel like it's a beat. So that absence of like, there's so many things you could add. An answering machine, your girl, you know, trying to get out on you, or just saying she miss you or something like that, and then putting that right before you doing some talking, or if you have a chorus, you can always start the song with aspects of the chorus, right? Put a few words of the chorus that is there at the beginning, sort of have a sort of effect or filter on it, echo it, do certain things to where you're teasing it a little bit, and then when things come in, you have some build up. But there's a lot of things that we need to do. So you said I sent the mastered version now. Let's see what you actually got. Yo, let's see what you actually got. I don't know what you had freaking sent, but you seen you actually bought. Moonwalking is the first. We'll see how things are done. Just make sure I save here. If you guys haven't already, send your submissions to our Narrow. It is link above and equally link in the bio.
To live a life, whoa, one hell of a night, yeah, one hell of a time, one hell of a life.
I remember.
I look like money, baby. I smell like cash. You better get your girl, cause if I want to, bet I smash. I'm a walking bucket, shoot my shot, I bet it splash. They think they in a bag, but they all confused with trash. 10 toes down when it smoke like ash. I've been on fire, burning up the heat rash. Heavy metal when I pedal, speed of light on the dash. Out of space, switching lanes, where it's safe, I can't crash. Moonwalking, can't feel gravity. Skydiving, different galaxies. I don't try, I do this naturally. They think they better, that's insanity. Moonwalking, can't feel gravity. Skydiving, different galaxies. I don't try, I do this naturally. They think they better, that's insanity.
So I remember
24/7, what's a bedtime? Plus I come alive, bring the vibe when it's nighttime. You know how I do, crunch time when it's prime time. Worry about you, not on my time. Worry about yours, man, I worry about mine. Money around the clock, I'ma get it on time. Flow too strong like some damn moonshine. And the girls wanna ride me like my name is Genuine. My chick bad, bad, way too fine. When we step out, we don't wait, we cut lines. All in the game while it's stuck on the sideline. To live for life, give a damn about the guidelines. Moonwalking, can't feel gravity. Skydiving, different galaxies. I don't try, I do this naturally. They think they better, that's insanity. Moonwalking, can't feel gravity. Skydiving, different galaxies. I don't try, I do this naturally. They think they better, that's insanity. Been had the juice, had it jumping from the start. Never needed a jump start. Too lit for life, had it jumping all night. They gon' know who we are.
Know who we are. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but you know what? I sit right at the back of the bar, the back of the door, the back of the bar. I'm just messing around. Messing around and shit like, matter of fact, I had things that I wanted to freaking say. I had to announce the shit. Matter of fact, you know what? Like a ball freaking randomly popped up out of freaking nowhere, and then I had to bounce the shit. Where were you at? I feel like this is not done yet, so what about that? Like, we should have a freaking verse here, like, bring the chorus back. Matter of fact, I'm about to sit up in the freaking chorus rapping, then maybe
moonwalking, can't feel gravity. Skydiving, different galaxies. I don't try, I do this naturally. They think they better, that's insanity. Moonwalking, can't feel gravity.
Alright, so they're gonna get their friend on it.
Different galaxies. I don't try, I do this naturally. They think they better, that's insanity.
They think that they better. I was 50 times, I don't know what to say, but I can take a look up in your eye, girl.
How do y'all feel about that? 1 to 10, any and all feedback is welcome. That was Corey Ironside with Moonwalking. We have one more from after this, but we're gonna review this song first. Now, crazy thing is, he did send this one about an episode ago, right? So we got to hear more or less, like, obviously it still needs to be, you know, completed. There's gonna be another verse on it, but there were different things done to this one when it comes to the mix and other elements added, right? I remember still feeling like there should be a more prominent echo for the like gravity, like my mind, you know, is still one of that. But then I heard another ad-lib there, right? Or just more of a performance where you opted to, like, it's still there, the one that we had before, but adding the extra vocal does you know, it takes a certain place that we don't mind, because you see the artistry, you see the aspects of creativity there. Then there are elements with the production
where like you know how to get in there and sort of like finesse a few things. It's those moments that I've told people before. As a producer, you have to figure out ways to remind people that you are in the building, right? You are a part of the fabric of the record, right? Because the beat is the main thing that we get the ideas and then come up with the song with. But there will be a certain amount of time where we're like, oh, I like this beat, I like what the artist is doing, but you're not thinking there's a producer in the building and in the room. And those different elements that you can do when you can add different things throughout the record. And sometimes it's the engineer too. I've seen an engineer, not being the producer, go in and know exactly where to, let me like slow down the beat, you know, right here, do that DJ sort of like bring it down sort of thing. Hold on. No. Go to the thing. Go to the thing, right?
Never needed a jump start.
Right, but then bringing it back in on beat. There are just those ways where if you add the right elements, people do care about and want to know, yo, who engineered that, who produced it, and they credit all and the artist for those thoughts, right? So we appreciate that. Obviously, we want to see the complete version when everything is said and done, so we can see what was done there, right? We'll see what is done to Far Away and what you did there. Thank you for the likes. I see that. I saw the little like pop up real quick. You like look, tapping the screen. It saved lives. Does it? Everybody, I was like, what did the light translate into? This one's called Far Away. Anything different done to this one, or is this the same one?
I feel free when I'm with you. Let's get lost and change of you. It don't matter where we are if you can find me there with you. Take a chance, something new. Life's too short, you know it's true. Book a flight, stay a week. Better yet, let's make it two. I feel free when I'm with you. Let's get lost and change of you. It don't matter where we are if you can find me there with you. Take a chance, something new. Life's too short, you know it's true. Book a flight, stay a week. Better yet, let's make it two. I wish I had two lights so I can do this twice. Need a whole pie, baby, I don't want no slice. Let's get lost and find each other. Broken heart, help you recover. Girl, you sweet just like a gusher. Take you home to meet my mother. I just wanna see you smile, never ever see you suffer. Let's roll back to back to back. Let it burn nice and slow like Usher. Baby, you know you don't wanna miss this flight. Take your mind, body, soul off to paradise. Take a chance on us, baby, go and roll those dice. Good girl gone bad with a little bit of spice. Like one and roll another, dirty dancing under covers. This vibe is like no other, never ending once a buzzer. Heartbeat chasing, now we're crushing like we're lovers. Imagine all the places where we're lost, we will discover. I feel free when I'm with you. Let's get lost and change of you. It don't matter where we are if you can find me there with you. Take a chance, something new. Life's too short, you know it's true. Book a flight, stay a week. Better yet, let's make it two. Can't wait till it's you and me. I can't wait. Sunsets get lost to sea. Get lost, lost, lost. Where you're at is where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. Take my hand, baby, follow me, and let's live free. I feel free when I'm with you. Let's get lost and change of you. It don't matter where we are if you can find me there with you. Take a chance, something new. Life's too short, you know it's true. Book a flight, stay a week. Better yet, let's make it two.
1, 2, 3, bring it back now.
I feel free when I'm with you. Let's get lost and change the view. It don't matter where we are if you can find me there with you. Take a chance, something new. Life's too short, you know it's true. Book a flight, stay a week. Better yet, let's make it 2. I feel free when I'm with you. Let's get lost and change the view. It don't matter where we are if you can find me there with you. Take a chance, something new. Life's too short, you know it's true. Book a flight, stay a week. Better yet, let's make it 2.
Let the 2 and 3, like, listen, there's a lot of times like you hop on a usually meeting people also be knowing that. Yeah, okay. Appreciate the 3 minutes and 10 seconds of record. I say that because there are some people who they prefer to make short records, and their thought process is that people have short attention spans, right? But what I like to always point out is that really, if you're not repetitive and or boring, and if you're not saying nothing, you have nothing to worry about. You guys can make 3 to 4, 5 minute, like, as long as you have the ideas. It's about having a vision and it's being able to see something through. Sometimes we will give you guys the excuse though of maybe the producer only provides a short amount of the beat. They'll give you enough to have a verse and a chorus, and then you just keep that as what it is. But even with those, I always want to challenge you guys to really see what that full song would be like if it's a 2 to 3 verse kind of structure. And the true challenge is being able to get somebody to the end of a record without feeling tortured for what they're listening to. And we do know that not everything's gonna be for everybody. There are some people who might just not like a certain sound or certain genre. There's something they're waiting for in terms of how the artist is performing. And so finding out what that is for everyone is always the fun. But I like this one. You got that little guitar riff and stuff like that at the end there, whatnot, which is a nice touch. This one has had a nice melody, nice vibe, feels catchy. We definitely want a full-on, performance if we're able to get something like that, and the fully acoustic versions of the record, things like that. Let me see what you think or whatnot. You say maybe a little bit of delivery work, but other than that, I love this melody and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Melodies are something we love around here. And was that sample based or like a real guitars, by the way? You know what I'm saying? Let's play that one one more time right quick. No, you know what? Let's start from that part right there, wouldn't I? Right? Because when he was in there, like the whole production changed into like, again, if it like jumps into full on, drummer and all these live elements, it makes it more.
I feel free when I'm with you. Let's get lost and change the view. It don't matter where we are if you can find me there with you. Take a chance, something new. Life's too short, you know it's true. Book a flight, stay a week. Better yet, let's make it 2.
Yeah, he said sample. Well, we always hope that we can still hear someone. Like, at the end of the day, it's sampled from someone who did it originally, right? And that aspect is what we are still impressed by. So there's two layers to it. There's you finding this sample and then adding that, because it's just like when you dig through crates trying to find that one thing you want to chop up, and that one sample that makes people ask like, yo, where's that from, right? Finding that and then making a beat out of it is a skill within itself. What do you say? I'll be coming through more to support as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the support and stay focused. That's what's up. Appreciate that. You have the good work, man. You too. Let's see what we got. French J. We're back in the free line. Overall, shout out to Corey Ironside on good ass too. This one's called Katara. Said just something I'm working on.
Fuck it, that's my ball, that's my business. Talk when I hit it. Fuck a rubber, I go raw when I'm in it. Long on them niggas, bad like a menace. No attention seeking, she naturally fuck it. That's my ball, that's my business. Was said and I'm in it. I have to call a guitar with the way that she been it. She folds it, I fix it. Water, now I'm slipping. Got me craving like a fiend, how she got me feeling. Curiosity always genuine.
I wish I could turn this up more.
Plotted to not a main event. Quick to get it started if no one will I am. Quick to get it popping and leave the evidence. She slid up on me, said she wanna leave. Keep it discreet. Told me her
what up, Margarita, by the way?
on the east side. She just live for company. For me to make a say. Baby, how you do that thing? Yeah.
The violin was done by your engineer with the keyboard. Okay.
Baby, how you doing that thing? You motherfucker. That's my business. Talk when I hit it. Fuck a rubber, I go raw when I'm in it. Long on them niggas, bad like a menace. No attention seeking, she naturally fuck it. That's my ball, that's my business. Was said and I'm in it. I have to call a guitar with the way that she been it. She folds it, I fix it. Water, now I'm slipping. Got me craving like a fiend, how she got me feeling.
You got your feeling?
Got me craving like a fiend, how she got me feeling.
I just got your feeling.
She's got me up in wet dream where she got me tripping.
I just got your feeling.
She got me grabbing like a fiend, now she got me feeling.
Okay.
She got me grabbing like a fiend.
I like that, man. Very clean vibes within there, smooth. I need an incense fund. I need a consistent incense fund, you know, to be able to. Since when does it just repeat, man? Hold on. I didn't even know it does that, man. Wait, what? It just like went back randomly to a certain portion of it. I didn't even press nothing that made it do that. Anyways, as I was saying, I need an incense fund for any vibe that comes to my show, cause I ran out. But one thing that I always love to do is when we get a record with a vibe like that, right? Had that type of production, just something that is, very like neo soul jazzy when it comes to the production, you know, just something that was always embedded in me because my mama, like, she would always clean the house when she was listening to like a Jill Scott and Erykah Badu and Common and certain things, and she would light an incense, and I always just had that nostalgia for, you know, those vibes with the smell, you know, being in the air or whatnot, right? Some people either love or hate the smell, but like I think for me, a very soothing kind of aura or whatnot, and I think like these kind of records just like pair nicely with it. My only criticism with this is really just wanting it to be a little bit louder in terms of the master itself, right? Because I couldn't turn it up any more than it already was. And often if it's gonna be like that on Spotify, on YouTube, on different platforms, there's always gonna be a little bit more that could have been done to it to bring it to a more standard fare. Performance is on point. Again, I like the energy, the vibe, the writing. Everything felt like something that, again, you can get out there and perform it live and really get a good crowd, you know, for it or whatnot. So appreciate that. What do you guys think? Give your thoughts overall in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and move on. In the free line, we have Leno with Gone.
With that heat, boy. Girl, I know that you've been gone. Had to live life on my own. You calling, I said just leave me alone. Healing gon' take me a little too long, so I'm just trying to drown it in some dulce. Nigga, pass a cup. Fuck it, I ain't want no drink. Nigga, pass a blunt. I'm gon' hit it till I'm gone. Healing gon' take too long. Life been getting rocky. Ain't got bad, I think I need an oxy. Self-medicated, right. Bitch, I've been the patient and the doctor.
What up, Rio?
Help me figure out a way out. You'll answer all my prayers one day, I know. No, you know what it is. Slide through it like 30 on me, baby. I'm gon' rob it beans.
Okay.
I'm gon' get it in, yeah. Feeling so good, baby, it's feeling so right. I know it's wrong, but my heart and
decent boys too.
Nice, baby. Nigga, pass a cup. Fuck it, I ain't want no drink. Nigga, pass a blunt. I'm gon' hit it till I'm gone. Healing gon' take too long. No, you know what it is. Slide through it like 30 on me, baby. I'm gon' rob it beans. I'm gon' get it in, yeah.
Everybody. I always want to hear something.
Who to trust, how to move, where to go.
Hear you saying it or rapping it?
I don't give up by nothing. Fuck you, bitch, fuck your assumption. I'm thinking about them bills. AP on my wrist on nothing. Dirty Sprite, filling up my cup with something. No, you know what it is. Slide through it like 30 on me, baby. I'm gon' rob it beans. I'm gon' get it in, yeah.
Get it in.
So good, baby, it's feeling so right. I know it's wrong, but my heart and eyes.
All right, decent work right there. What I truly appreciate as well is that you use your natural voice, right? We're in an era where like almost 90% of artists will throw auto-tune on without really realizing that you put yourself in a box when you guys do. And I think with the popularity of Tiny Desks, it it opened this door for people wanting to really hear artists' true abilities when it comes to singing, right? And so getting that practice in, basically just making sure as much as possible that you are on key, singing in the right tones, and have the right words within. I feel like you have a structure, you have a chorus. You let us spend a good amount of time with the record as well. And you know, there's a good overall vibe in there, right? You almost have a voice like a young, like if Raphael Sadiq had a son. All right, if Raphael Sadiq had a son, and would basically be a more modern artist of today, this is almost something that I would have heard from him. Or I guess you could say if Raphael Sadiq came out today as opposed to in the 90s. If you haven't heard anything from Raphael Sadiq, go listen to some records from him. He was in a few groups produced by Babyface, and like he's often in that like live instrument kind of music, that neo soul. He's also in there with like the Erykah Badu's and so that I mentioned, but it's always been great in vocals and stuff. And you almost have that voice signature a little bit, but then the production is more modern. The style is modern, you know, a little bit subtle on here, but we can still tell that you can sing. So good job, keep doing your sing, and we will appreciate you for whatever you do, you know, that good stuff. Give your thoughts on that 1 to 10 in the chat as we
dangerous like I'm a mad gorilla. I am sicker than a salmonella filled sandwich dinner, homie. I will kill a beat a man. I'm iller than a caterpillar, chilling, having cigarettes while I dish in a wonderland. I'm realer than a kid within a magic.
All right, what is it? Let me see if this is what is it? Dev from BK with Walk Flow. It's 9:31 p.m. What time is it for y'all? Is this the same beat? Gotta be something different to it.
We be going down these blocks.
Okay.
You know I'm sipping walk. 392 and it's not fucking stock. When I'm with the bros, I'm towing on a Glock. And it's free jail, niggas and some cops. We smoking pill, yeah, that nigga is the flock. We been in corners, yeah, we looking for the ops.
It's 11:32 in Kansas.
Pouring green, that's the walk. 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 I'ma find you, I don't fucking care. Nigga, I'm the beast and I got fucking zero. Tesla Model 3, nigga, I don't gotta steer. Put it in autopilot and I'm fucking there. Light skin, brown skin, I don't fucking care. Baby, shake it for the kid, I can feel it there. Move it left, move it right, move it over here. Baby, shake that fucking ass, put it in there. We be going down these blocks. You know I'm sipping walk. 392 and it's not fucking stock. When I'm with the bros, I'm towing on a Glock. And it's free jail, niggas and some cops. We smoking pill, yeah, that nigga is the flock.
I mean, is it the beat? I don't even know. I'm really trying, because I don't remember. I didn't listen to the song like that or whatnot, but it, you know, it's a hit. It gets out there, it plays, you know, consistently. I just like can't all the way tell if it's because like the element, it seems like the elements of the original chorus are in there, like the ad-libs and background vocals and stuff like that. So the reason why that is important is because if it is an industry related record, it can affect the stream, right? In what way do you ask? Glad you, whatever. Basically, if you let's use Drake for example. If you rap to a Drake beat, when we're playing your remix of his song, or if you are a producer and you produce over his vocals to that song, it basically will still register via the algorithm that we are playing that artist in some form or fashion. Even if it's you rapping over the beat, they look at it like we are trying to capitalize off of their artists and get views and stuff like that. So for live streams, we actually have to license the ability to play very specific songs or whatnot if we wanted to be able to monetize the stream and still keep it up. So sometimes when we get a certain record, if we try to play a certain video, and I can run you through a few of the different scenarios that happen, but they'll cut and block the stream or mute it where the record was. And so we had an artist who sent a song featuring Tech9. We had a day that I was trying to show an example of dope storytelling, and I played a Joyner Lucas song and video. Then we got cut. DMX passed, and I wanted to show love by playing one of his videos. That stream got cut. I tried sampling the Black Panther soundtrack one time, right? Because it's fire, and then I was like, oh, let me chop this up, and then all of a sudden my stream was just gone, and that was like the very first time I realized stuff like that could happen. So I was like, well, not doing that again. Then there was a time an artist just rapped on a Drake beat. Again, it sort of like gets blocked in certain countries. You guys can't find the stream, and it sucks when we have a really good show and really great artists who sent, but then it may be like one artist submission that sort of puts everything at risk, at least for the thing of the episode. What I will say though is there was some fair decency to what we were hearing so far, and I'll give you the advice of when you are doing a remix to an instrumental of another artist's record, flip it. Get a producer if you're not one, right? Like, come to me if y'all can, because I produce as well, but flip it in a way where people can see a different version of it. You want two things to happen. You want the original artist to be honored in some way that you flipped their thing and made something dope with it. And then you also want people who already know the original song to have something new to tap into. So I feel like when people can get something that's a little bit in between and fresh, they're really able to feel like there's more at stance. So let's see what's up. All right, this might be the last record potentially. Schnee Nation with Life Goes On. Let's see what's up.
Bit of a shit-colored thing, aren't you?
I'll
have you know that my fiance and I are safe.
That's not it. Alright. Life Goes On, Snake Nation. You don't know what you go. I eat bacon and sausages. do y'all think about that? Little freaking bit of a vibe. There's a little time when I wanna be a freaking little kid and I get on a slide. I don't even really think that if you in a void by yourself, then you get to survive. Sometimes freaking I wouldn't be able to freaking say, look girl, I freaking like when I look at your eye. I don't know what I can do in this shit. Now this fact, you know what, I'm cool. I give clues to that when I go in the corner and know that I don't even know what to do with this whole thing. There's a lot of like people freaking who know that I don't even think I ain't gonna. Let me stop that though. Stop that with the top that though. There's another time when you want to be able to go inside, then you gonna get the top back, bro. With the top back, the top back, the top back. How you feel about this so far? How you freaking feel about this so far? You don't even know. I like the vibe. It almost feels like something from that could be from a game where you're running a shop. This is from a game where you up in the shop trying to see what's happening, and is what you got. Nice. What game could I try to run? While rocking out to some music. All right, 1 to 10. It's still in here. All right, 1 to 10. Any of our feedback is welcome on that. I like the vibes and overall production with what we were hearing, right? Because it did feel like, even though there weren't words within there, that there was an aspect of a song, that could be done. There was elevation, there were changes over time that allowed it to sort of resonate with certain things. I really do think that it could be more or less from a video game kind of thing, right? Like I do think about some of those games where they're running a shop, or even some of the like my daughters will play some of the fashion related games and apps that would be on their phones or something like Roblox, and that's the kind of music that they would have, right? But equally, if you're playing Neverness to Everness or certain JRPGs or certain things like that, if they have certain places you go in, like they always have music in the shops, depending on the style, I think you would see something like that within there. What do you guys think though? Thank you for the likes. I seen that. Hey yo, I freaking seen that. People don't know what the heck they're gonna freaking do, but they eat with the bleep blab. Eat through the bleep blab. Yes, eat through the bleep blab, bro. Eat through the bleep blab. Okay, let me see. Trying to figure out what I want to do. Because the weekends are the best time for me to just go in and have fun with some of the other things that we can do. I think best middle ground, right? Because I have a VR headset, right? I do want to get more VR gaming. I do want to get more VR gaming in, and I think if I go with the rhythm, some of the rhythm kind of games that we can throw your music into, kind of, and then see how it feels within the context of that game. I feel like that's an extra layer to the reviews that we can give. But I want to be able to test it out first. Like I want to be able to test it out and see what the flow would be like. What are our limitations and things like that. So we're not just like figuring that out on the spot. So I'll be a little bit more prepared for that next time, and we'll see what's up, man. But I wanted to hang out and just watch me play some random games and stuff like that. I do need to finish Madison, which is the horror game, and that one is Confusion. I also get hella lost in that. But if I'll just restart the stream and title it that, if anything, and see what's up, man. Appreciate you guys for tapping in to the show. I will leave our narrow open if you guys want to get like offline reviews and stuff like that. If you do skip the line via that method, we will make a spotlight review, like make it a piece of content, post it on our platforms and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind throughout and all that good stuff and whatnot. But we'll see you guys. If I decide to come back, I'll let you know, make a little bit of a post, and we'll see what's up.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so